as well, so he's making the most of this week. A few days surfing, and for Leon Haslam, it looks like it's going to be the end of his time as a full-time rider in World SBK, but it looks almost certain he's going to be racing next year, probably in BSB and in the Endurance World Championship. So we might see him in as a wild card again at some point in the future, but certainly this looks like the end of his full-time time in World SBK.
Yes, and a similar situation for Tom Sykes as well. His ride not confirmed as far as 2022 is concerned. There's been a lot of speculation linking him with a move back to BSB as well, and a few words about a potential move over to Moto America, for example, for Tom Sykes. But as far as World SBK retirement, that's Chaz Davies who made that announcement in a press conference just a couple of short rounds ago, while he was out on the injury list, in fact. Whereas for Tom Sykes and Leon Haslam, they intend to extend their careers, but it looks likely not to be within World SBK.
Yeah, no real surprise that Chaz decided that if he wasn't racing in the World Championship, he wasn't that interested in keeping racing. Whereas for someone like Haslam, you'd be very surprised to see Leon hang up his helmet, because he just loves it. He wants to be out there racing all the time. You can see there for Van der Mark and for Toprak just running in a little bit deep. That's down into turn 10, one of the slower corners of the track, and just exploring the track limits there. But certainly there's going to be a lot of riders running off at different points during the course of the action in this 45-minute session. It is going to be trying to get yourself up to speed.
Yes, both late breakers, but
well, SBK this weekend, and then spend the winter really building up on that BMW. It looks like he's going to be out on track just before Christmas on that bike down in Jerez as well, so that'll be his first test of the BMW machine.
Well, first laps about to come in. Riders looking fairly cautious so far, it must be said.
Oh yeah, everyone's just going to be taking it nice and steady at this stage, build themselves up. We saw in the Super Sport class a 1:38 was the fastest time for Manuel Gonzalez, so you'd expect to see the Superbike riders down around the 1:34s by the end of this session, but it's all about just building yourself up to it. You can see there for Toprak.
That's caution, is it?
That's about as cautious as Toprak gets.
Is that a situation that could play against him this weekend, though? We've talked about the fact that it is a big point swing that Jonathan Rea has got to make up. Now, the circumstances in which Rea can make up those points, most likely a retirement for Toprak. We've seen a few of those this season, as you said, through no fault of his own, it should be added. Wet weather conditions, those have been one of the very few things that have played against Toprak at times, most notably in past seasons, but on a